I've gotten so many calls and requests and messages to bring the Supreme Court back. On the Bob Report, the Supreme Court's been here the last few days. I've been having to respond to a few people, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so the Supreme Court is back. You know, I've been getting a few cases come across my desk, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't know what's gonna come across my desk. Sometime I might make it come across my desk. You know what I'm saying? So a little advice for Kunta, cause stop going to them other people platforms, man. That ain't from where you from, man, and they using you as a pawn, bro, to try to get some clout off the Bob Report, man. You ain't getting paid over there to go over there and lie on me and talk about me. But I'm getting paid to talk about you right now. That's the difference. I'm gonna say this again. Stop letting them folks use you, man. So now what's going on is this. You are now tuned into the Bob Report. You need to understand, let me give y'all some dynamics on how Texas get down. We all fool with each other. Everybody in Texas fool with each other. Let me break it down as best as I can with no disrespect to these cities. Houston is the biggest, or maybe San Antonio might be bigger than Houston. Or they run it real close. Houston and San Antonio are probably the biggest cities in Texas. Houston is full of money, full of oil money, full of all kind of money. It's the bigger city. So they have the attitude might be bigger and more braggadocious than other cities in Texas. Not the people, but the whole attitude as a whole, because of, you know, it's Houston, Texas. Everybody come there from everywhere else. So they have not that I'm better than you, but like, I'm from Houston. All right, cool. Austin is where now Elon Musk live in Austin. That's where, you know, the cool white people are. The cool, you know, marijuana, cannabis isn't legal in Texas, but it is in Austin, if that makes sense. San Antonio is where the Migos and my people down there. That's where they at. That's what San Antonio got going on. You know what I'm saying? But also San Antonio has a heavy gang culture that I'm about to tap into also. And then you get to Dallas. Dallas is a money city. It's a hub. It's not Houston. It's not Austin. It's not Fort Worth. It's Dallas. Dallas has the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has a lot of big things going on. Dallas was never really known for gang banging, in a sense. You get to Fort Worth, it's gangbangers, gangsters. That's what we known for. That's really pretty much all I can say. So, Kunta, you on a dude page that I ain't mentioned now one of them cities he's from, and you letting him on you. You feel me? That's what he doing. I'm getting paid to talk about you since you want to do this. You going over there lying, making like a buffoon, and his page probably monetized, but he ain't getting nothing. But you ain't getting nothing either. But I am. So let's proceed with who we got. Let me see who we got today. See who we got on the docket today. Let's see who we got today. You guys, let me see, man. Let me see, man. Who we got? What we got here, man? Let's see. Okay, this guy here. Okay, he's a repeat offender. I already got him. Okay, all right. He wants to come back again, I see. Okay. Oh, this guy, he ain't big enough to talk about. Look at Taro. And he like guys that like guys. Or maybe next time. Whoa. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me get this. Hold on, let's say John. Whoa, shit. This. Hey, listen. This guy here. I'm proud of. They finally got him. By the time y'all did some scumbag work, this guy here has been slipping through the cracks. He's been weaseling his way through. But he just been doing this for a few years now, and they finally got him. They finally got this guy, man. I really don't want to say his name, but we'll call him Fake Tuna. Fake Tuna Fish. Fake Toons not in the room. Yeah, him. You know that guy. Where do we start? This has been a long time coming, but let's do this. Fort Worth is how this guy even got his popularity. First off, let me mention this, and some people might not like this, but this is the truth. Let's just say this: the bigger blogs, or like those pages that post other people's stuff in Texas, they pretty much got their big break from Fort Worth. Say cheese, it was Go Yayo. And Stops his low key and Spud Boom. He would post him repeatedly. That's Sauce Walker. And that other dude is what made that channel big. The Dallas Global guy, which is nothing global about his channel, but he would come over there and interview Lil Rodney. They would come interview everybody in Fort Worth to get their big break. You know what I'm saying? BZ TV, same thing. May Big D rest in peace. He interviewed Kenny B and it went super viral. Then Sean grabbed Charleston. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? Key Talk Media. We love Key Talk Media. That's our guy. We love Key Talk Media. He don't even count in this, but he's you would think he's from Fort Worth, but he's not. He's from Dallas, but that's our guy. This guy here, I really thought he was Diamond Stone TV at first, you know, because he was interviewing these little Stop 6 kids, and he was like, you know, I'm knowing he's smarter than them. I'm like, why he keep making them, or not making them, but asking these questions that he knowing what they gonna say? Started a whole lot of mess, right? So I come back down here from Atlanta, and I catch wind, and I'm trying to stop that, but I want to know how he even, you know. So I hollered at Go Brazy fast. This all is true story. And Brazy put me on him. He come to my crib. This is like 2020. We doing the interviews. He interviewed me first. This is just facts, y'all. The dude Rainwater started doing interviews because he saw this guy interviewing me. So that go on. He got interviewing people. Then we do the Worth documentary, right? So at this time, I'm kind of knowing who I'm dealing with, but I'm giving him a break. I'm trying to like, you feel me, like let him, because he don't know no better, and I'm knowing he don't. I took this dude around 3 different people, and they all 3 different times, and they all told him, hey, make sure you stay with him. Don't leave him by his side. He was like, he think he good up here, right? Preem. I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know. Even one of my artists that I used to work with, this is my family, but it don't matter. I ain't gonna say his name. He you know what was said to you if I wasn't around you, what would have happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, do the Rough documentary. It's a great project. Getting ready to put it out. I'm able to get it on Tubi through my connections. Right. This is when I ain't gonna say people couldn't get stuff on Tubi, but it wasn't as easy as it is now. I get the documentary on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? This dude such as on a power trip that he can't help himself, and he wants to get it taken down. Now, we have dual ownership, but he wants to get it taken down because he wasn't the one who did it, right? So he contacted the people. I had them take it down to end any further dealings with this guy, right? Just for him to want to try to reconcile things with me, to want to put it back on there. And I'm like, and lost his goddamn mind. These people hate him at this point. They're not happy with him at all, right? Jada way, he gets Channel 5 tattoo on his arm somewhere, but I'm like, why would you do that? These people don't even know you. And they don't even like you if they do know you. So why would you put yourself in some, why would you do that? I didn't understand, but I'm still trying to help him. We do the documentary, this before it even come out. I skipped the part, y'all. I go to Atlanta, so he come down there to live with me. I got a couple other people at my crib living with, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping these people out, like literally. Like helping, like that's what I was doing. So that's when I knew then that he was kind of like, because you know when you live with somebody or somebody staying with you, you kind of can catch their mannerisms, how they get in. Like you know, you don't have a choice but to see them. And in my mind, I'm like, he might be on the Bluefoot side. I wouldn't show though, because he will get at a woman. He'll get at a woman, but I always said in my mind, any woman that this dude end up with is gonna need to be preyed upon and prayed for, because he is terrible. I didn't know nothing about anything, any dealings he had with any women, but I would watch him, how he would interact with them, and see how he approached him and talked to him, and this just was like, this is not, he's something up with him, you know what I'm saying? So he there, and he got his sorry workers there, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to get a dude no clout. One of them I really got no problem with, but the other one, he really think he's somebody now. If you know this guy who I'm talking about, then you should know this fake pimp. You dig what I'm saying? That's this, you know. Anyway, and I'm just like, everybody is kind of weird, but, you know, I told them I would help them out so we can finish the documentary. Come back to Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying? Documentary is up. He done messed up his name because people are feeling like that he's created a lot of turmoil and a lot of beef around here. And I was just like, I saw where they were coming from, but I couldn't let them get down on him then because I was dealing with him. I remember when one of the big homies from Truman told me, "Hey Bob, this one we're doing a documentary." You know, they was like, "Hey, you good, you know, whenever, come on, but don't bring that fake tuna guy with you." I said, "Well, I gotta bring a big homie. I'm doing the project with him." They said, "When he get over here, we gonna tie his shoes up real tight. And if I say this guy evil blood," and when we got there, they called him in the corner and they tied his shoes up for him, so he could understand what the he was doing wasn't right, and they didn't like how he was mishandling they little homies from over there. You know what I'm saying? He tried it on the south side, and they ran him from over there. It didn't really last long. He tried it though, but he was using his platform and, you know, his slight intelligence to not take advantage of, but to at least get him in the door with them because he has a platform. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is going on with this dude is really creeping out. He's getting further down the creep line. You know what I'm saying? He's getting further down the creep line. So at the time, I introduced him to OG Percy. He met Percy through me, right? OG Percy knew Bob. He didn't know him. I took him over there while we were doing a documentary. Everything that he got going on in Fort Worth came through me. He might have known some other people from some type of college, but it was nothing to help move what he got going on now. That's me. So, what the hell was I saying? There's so much with this guy. The documentary, the Fort Worth stuff. We're going around. We showing him everything. We're doing this. Do it. It's, you know, we come back. And now we're doing the interviews. This is right after I introduced him to Percy. We go viral when Percy's pulling the obituaries out of he called it, it's a red box, but he called it the dead box. And he's slamming them on the ground. He's slamming all the obituaries on the ground. He's just like, you know what I'm saying? He just slammed them on the ground, on the table. And it go viral. So we like, dang, we should start just interviewing him. But it was like, you know, we started doing the documentary. Spliff DTV then contacts me and was like, "Hey, bro, I think you should start interviewing people up there where you at." I was like, "Hey, I was already thinking about that. Let's do it." He called Buddy. We all on a conference call. You know what I'm saying? This dude, Spliff ain't gonna give it now. He slick Spliff so cold. Like, he went and bought all the equipment and brought it to Fort Worth. While Spliff is in Florida just waiting to see what was going on. I say, "Hey, Spliff, he done brought this stuff up here," but Spliff didn't trip. He was like, "All right, whatever." So we get busy with the interviews. So at this time, Toon showed me how to work the camera. That's it. Anything else that came from, he got it from me. Any swagger, any flavor, any juice, any certain type of way to ask a question, how to kick it, that came through Bob. So as you see, when I'm not around him, I left, he's, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, he can pay a few people to come on his channel, but that's about it. So we're doing the interviews. You know what I'm saying? We doing the business on the money, and I will say this. I'll give him this. He's never played. He's never played with the money. I'll give him that. It's not the type of business that you want to be a part of with somebody like that. But I won't say that he's ever tried to steal or withhold or not want to pay. You know, it's a quirky type of business practices that he does, but he takes care of that part. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not anything that you wouldn't want to do it repeatedly with somebody like that. So, this is after the documentary, right? Don't forget that this is after the documentary. So it's a lot of things going on. Him and Percy have developed a certain relationship, you know what I'm saying? And Percy was his only way into Fort Worth. Now, he knew a few other people, but it's like to publicly say that he's here, it would never happen without him. He would have to be at the police station or the hospital already. But to say he here, and he out like trying to do an event or be cool, or no, it's not gonna, no. And he did that to himself, right? The city that helped, that 85% of his channel is from dealing with Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. People even thought he was from here. He's not from here. So at this time, he take his ass back to Houston and run amok. They want to beat him down. He talking about zero. He doing a bunch of this weird stuff. I don't get it, man. It's a bunch of weird that the dude got going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Bob report and the Supreme Court, and this what it is. He introduced me to 607 right? And we all come up with a we finna do some content. We finna get it. Percy go over there, they go viral. We finna get busy. He gets mad because something didn't go his way. This is a true story. Something didn't go his way with some content that turned out and did 1 million views. The Unk and the Punk was supposed to go on his channel first. For some reason, he couldn't get in his mind that we wouldn't want to wait forever for him on his time. We didn't want to do that. So we put it out and it hit. 607 was still trying to pay him his portion of the video, but he was acting all weird and shit. So that's when like the second or third fallout between me and him happened, but that was the last one. You dig what I'm saying? Because I told myself, if you deal with this dude again, it need to be about some paper, and it was. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't continue with a guy like that because he ain't right. Not righteous. He's just totally wrong. I'm already knowing this though. So, and if you play, I'm gonna say why you went back from Dallas to Houston. I left that part out. Now, don't be like Kunta, and don't do that because where'd I leave? Where'd I get off this scumbag? So yeah, man, we not working together. You know what I'm saying? Because of that with 607, he couldn't control himself because he wanted to control the situation and he couldn't. So now, him and Percy do an interview about something about where Crips started. And Percy said something like, and I've said this before, he said that the Crips started in the South. And Percy, like I said before, he knows better. He know that didn't happen. He told me I was fishing, Bob, and I caught me a big fish. But Toon was, he got a certain type of key in Percy back. You know what I'm saying? And he takes advantage of it because he can. It's like a handicap or a hindrance that Percy has, and he takes advantage of it. It's not cool, but that's his business. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, Percy grown. He fool with him. Whatever. But I'm just not approving of how he and I let Percy know, but he still wanted to do business with him. That's on him. Then he go to kind of like mentioning me in a manner. I'm like, hey, and I check it the first time. You know what I'm saying? But then at this time, we still doing stuff or whatever, a little bit. And I bring Kunta into the equation. Me. First interview we do with me. Do over 100K. But nobody even wanted him on there. Percy didn't want him on there. Neither did this guy want him on there. That was my idea. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. So, but yeah, so yeah, this guy, he's running amok through here. You know what I'm saying? And ran back down there. Then he finds his way back up here, but not physically through the interviews with Percy. And while all of this is going on, I'm like letting this dude make it in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting him make it. So this is the only reason why he had to make it to the Supreme Court today, because he been weaseling through. He go to L.A. with Gumby, and they do the Hoover stuff. They doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, why are they? I asked Gumby, I said, why would y'all let him come up there like that? Like what? Like what did he pay you? Like why is it okay for him to come up there with y'all for some content? Gumby didn't have no answer for me. So at this time, it's Fort Worth going on with the LA Hoovers, and then you got Shreveport, and his ass kind of snuck in the back a little bit, but he's still getting blamed, but he kind of trying to weasel his way out of it. So while he weaseling his way out of it, the stove then got hot. So now he's calling my people up here. One of them was Kunta, and he compromised Kunta. He really did. So don't be surprised if y'all see them working together. Remember I told y'all this, because Kunta can't be compromised, but he calling these people, telling them lies, and they know that he's lying, but he's trying to say about me that ain't true. And I'm just like, where is he getting this from? Like, why are they making up stuff? Like, but when the truth don't work, they start telling lies. You know what I'm saying? And he's the culprit of that shit. So they making up all of this stuff, and it just I don't understand why they would even allow him to come out there to their stuff, and then he went to Shreveport with the same thing, just messing up something, and then he try to sneak out of it when it get hot, and then try to act like he want to get the authorities involved. So anybody that sit down with that guy, just be careful and be cool and be mindful of who you're sitting down with. Y'all need to be clear. He's a lot of different things. So, you know, not the documentary, so much stuff, man. Take another sip of this tea, man. So yeah, this guy. So after all of this other stuff, the 607, the documentary, the interviews, he's calling up here to my people, trying to compromise them. He compromised El Kunta, you know what I'm saying? You know, lied on me, saying I didn't want Kunta on the channel when I brought Kunta to the channel. Just a bunch of lies, just telling lies all over the world, just telling all these lies, man. It's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? And so now, fast forward, the Bob Report is one of the hottest platforms on YouTube right now in this short span. I've been posting on this page since like August. And I interview Gumby and Kunta, and it goes viral. So now here he come again. They had already got rid of him. He come again after he see that. But he's trying to blame me for everything that's going on. But everybody knowing that, hey, I talked to Bob. Like, no. So he's just digging himself a deeper hole every time. But he don't know it, but he think he's controlling these gangsters with his platform, and he's not. So he gets upset that I did it with them and starts doing all this other type of weird stuff to get in on it. At the same time, Gumby, like, I've been talking to Gumby, like y'all know. And I'm wondering why the hell Gumby went right back down there to get on his channel. But it's none of my business, and I understood it, because you want to get some airtime. You want to be, you know, people might have felt like Kunta was on my channel a lot, he was, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, but I don't. But I get it. But not with him, though. You know what I'm saying? And y'all kept on doing weird stuff to make it look like it was some faulty cripping going on. Then y'all went on to Fort Worth, what Gumby did, because Toon never got involved with that, because he knows better. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. He never got involved with the Fort Worth slander, because he know that I can't do that. And Gumby shouldn't have been doing it either. But at this time, it's too late for Toon. His cake already been baked. It don't matter what he got going on. He can't come back to Fort Worth now because he done ran amok with them young dudes back in a few years ago. Now with this, the the gangster stuff in Fort Worth. That's delicate to them. So you can't play with that, and he done that. So here we have it. Kunta and him are in cahoots, so they talking, and it's like, I don't get it. He talking to Toon about me, but keep coming on my channel. Like, you thought I didn't know that, huh, Kunta? But all this, I do a whole bunch of stuff that went on that I know that you know what I'm saying? That me speaking on now is just me speaking on now because these guys have made me speak on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So here we have it. It's like a HGC, ACG thing, and he done kind of weaseled his way out of the back of it. And you know what I'm saying? And it just, I didn't understand why they would let him do it, but I understood that he might have paid them a few dollars, and it was the platform. You know what I'm saying? So, but these same guys, it's just this whole YouTube internet stuff is like the weirdest shit ever it can be, because there's no loyalty, there's no honor amongst, I don't want to call them these thieves, but whatever you call it, because they all talk about each other and say shit. So I should know that this guy we talking about, the fake tuna, not in the room, is in Atlanta doing interviews with Bluefoots in the room. And for y'all that don't know what a Bluefoot is, Bluefoot is it's like a guy that like another guy. This is in Atlanta. He's, and I don't ask for this information. It gets brought to me. He's in Atlanta with a guy that like another guys, and his guys helping him fix his tie and his hair, and they've got the same hairstyle. I'm just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I never just put none of that out there because it ain't none of my business. I'm not homophobic, but if he like that, that's his business. So then he got another one of his guys that his people or whatever, they telling me his business. This time he's in LA. And this time, I skipped a part. It's a Bluefoot and him in a room with two beds, but it's only one bed messed up. I don't know what that means. Do your math. It's a two-bedroom with two guys, and one a Bluefoot, one a fake, but it's only one bed messed up. That's in Atlanta. Same thing happened in LA. Dude say, knock on the door, come up in the room, they getting ready to do some interviews. They see them two beds, but it's only one bed messed up, and it's early in the morning. I'm like, hey man, this is crazy. This is crazy to even think about it. Even these guys are crazy, man. And y'all get on the internet and do. I don't get it, man. I ain't supposed to get it. So here we have it. You done made it to the Supreme Court, man. You've been a thorn in a lot of people's side, not mine. You know what I'm saying? You just I never understood why you were so infatuated with a lifestyle you didn't have to get involved in. The gangster thing is something that you really feel a way about, and you can't help yourself. That's why you keep going back. You keep trying to get on the interviews, and you look crazy getting in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be cool, and you just can't pull it off. So you should stop. And you should take the dude up here, the bald-headed guy up here, you should take him with you, and y'all go and do y'all thing. Leave Percy alone. Come get this other guy, and y'all get out of here, man. Y'all just get out of here. Take Gumby with you when you get out. Speaking of that, have you put anything on his books? Does he have a bond? Where can we, because at the Bob Report, we want to put some money on Gumby books. Who we need to talk to? We got who we need to talk to put some money on Gumby books, because you putting this information out there, and you way worse than him. Oh, you thought you was gonna be able to get away. So listen, allegedly, he likes to take things that don't belong to him. He likes to take things that aren't his, not from a store or from the dark web or none of that stuff. But he likes to take things that don't belong to him. Yeah, this is the Supreme Court, this is Bob report, you know what I'm saying? We don't ask for these cases that come across the desk. They just so happen to come across the desk, and then we got to address them. And I know a lot of people been wondering how did the relationship with Bob and Toon even come about, Tuna even happen, even come about, and I just kind of broke it down for y'all. But there's more that, you know, and I'm only doing this, listen, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, man. So, for those who don't know me, and y'all kind of know who y'all can deal with on these cameras when y'all looking at everybody. Y'all know y'all can catch the character a little bit. But for those who don't know me, I'm not going to get on this camera and start anything and try to talk about somebody. I'm only responding. These guys been at my bumper for a few years now. Now that I'm responding, don't look at me like I'm the bad guy, and don't look at me like this is the only type of content, because that ain't it. It's all kind of stuff going on. But I had to get this guy, and I got one more big fish to fry. Now, I don't think he's going to make me do it. It's actually two of them, but, you know, these last couple guys, they've been asking for it for a while, and I had to get them. So, yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on these type of guys, but, hey, man, I got to, when they come across the desk, man, I got to address, man. You know what I'm saying? And a guy might have a dress on, and he got to get pressed on. So I don't know. This the Bob report, Supreme Court. We out. Scumbag. You are now tuned into the Bob report.